I thought we did an excellent job our guys did a great job of carrying on the game plan. Obviously, the big thing with Lehigh was we wanted to make them not be able to shoot open threes and good threes, and we held them to 6 of 22. I think a lot of it was because they weren't getting great looks. I thought we played with great energy. We really guarded. I thought even the first half they had 38 points, but there had been 43 possessions, so we were holding them under a point per possession in that respect, and we were able to allow ourselves to start making shots early on when we weren't. It allowed us to get back in the game in the second half. I mean, Kimball obviously took over from an offensive standpoint to get us going, and then we played with great purpose and continued the defensive effort throughout the end of the game. And we needed it. We're right where we need to be, but there's still 5 games to go, and we got to get ready. We'll be off tomorrow. We got to get ready on Wednesday to go up and play Holy Cross, who I'm sure will be ready for us when we get there. Well, I think one of the things that we're best at is when we get out and run. We have guys that can get out and run with Jimmy and Kimball and Avi and those guys that really are good passers. They get it ahead, and we're strong in physicals. We finish in the rim, and it's a great way. I thought early on we were getting some good looks at times, and they weren't going in. But it's a great way to kind of get some easy shots and kind of get a rhythm, and then you also get yourself on the free throw line and see it going a little bit. It certainly helps. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I have confidence in all our guys. Kimball's been a really good player for us for 4 years. The reason why he scored 1,200 points or whatever it is, despite being, for 3 years, the 4th option, if not the 5th or 6th option at times. But he's always found a way to make plays for us, and it was no different tonight. It's been no different all year. We're very fortunate he's on our team. Typically, when you get to 2 fouls, I mean, there were some fouls. I say it all the time. When you're playing hard, you're going to get called for a couple of fouls. It's just going to happen. What you got to eliminate, you're going to at least get 1 foul, if not 2. Officials aren't perfect, so there's going to be a call that you probably don't foul and get called for one also. What you can't do is put yourself in a position where you make a bad play and commit a silly foul, like a reach or a grab down on somebody as they're going by you and commit those fouls. That's how you get in foul trouble. Typically, I don't like playing guys a whole lot with 2 fouls in the first half, but it depends on the situation. If it had started to get away, I would probably gone back with some guys that had more than 1 foul, but we were kind of hanging around right there. And I figured that if we could get to the half within a couple possessions, or even with the lead, which was certainly possible, that we would have be able to play the second half with no limitations on anybody. No, I think any time that you can get good players in foul trouble, it helps. And I think our advantage on everyone we play is we've got a really deep bench. I mean, John Meeks here probably leads the country in points per minute played and shots per minute played, and he can score in a lot of ways. And Andrew Funk's starting to come on. He got those 2 fouls early that kind of limited his minutes today. Walter Ellis is probably you watch every shooting drill we do in practice, he wins by a lot. It's not even close. And Paul Newman's had a chance to play. So we've got a lot of guys. Ben comes in tonight and helps us. So we've got a lot of guys that can make plays. Nate Jones has been coming in and doing good things. So there's a lot of guys we have confidence in. And one of the things that we want to make sure we use is our depth to kind of wear people out. And we want it to be a physical game, and we want to pound the paint at both ends and put pressure on you to play without fouling. I thought a big key tonight was we make 25 free throws and they shoot 24. If we do that, we're in pretty good shape.
No, it just happened in the flow. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. It just happened in the flow. It's just how the game came to me, I guess, and that's that. Honestly, it starts with our defense. When our defensive intensity is good, that usually carries over to our offense. I thought we got the ball moving a little bit better. We screened for each other, and we just played with a little bit better purpose, I'd say. Kind of. I mean, I think if you look at it that way, you could get yourself into some problems in terms of, trying to do too much, which, I find myself doing sometimes, but, especially early on in the season. But, I think if we just, as a group, play a little bit harder and dial things up a little bit more, then I think that takes care of that. So it's never, a thought process of, oh, he's out, I got to go to work. It's kind of just, all right, we're down 5, down 7, let's get some stops and execute.
Right now I'm just doing my role, come in, play hard. When the opportunity presents itself, I trust myself and my teammates trust me to attack the rim, do what I need to do to score, or even just create a play. So I've just been doing what I can, just coming off the bench and doing my best.
I mean, when you play with guys like Stephen Brown or Zach, you can typically, and Nana, you can kind of just give them the ball and let them do that. But I think myself, Jimmy, Avi, I think everyone who's in there has the ability and the freedom. Let's say late clock. Avi had one there where he got a guy in skates and got a nice finish there. So I think any of us have the capability of doing that. And yeah, definitely late clock. We all have the ability to. So.
I think that's a good point. I think that one of our advantages defensively is with the guys we're playing at the 4 and 5. Even Paul Newman really moves his feet well, and when you're playing a team that shoots as well as Lehigh does, obviously you want to take them off the line and be able to switch stuff. It really helps because you don't have to tag rolls when guys roll the rim. You don't have to come in and help and let them throw it back and then make that a long closeout, whether they can either shoot or drive, and now you end up scrambling. So it certainly helps us tremendously in staying out of scramble situations and staying in front of guys.